Hello and welcome. I'm Leanna, and I'm a women's lifestyle and alignment coach. And I bring healthy lifestyle together with brain science to help you live the life of your dreams. Today, we're talking all about how to ditch overwhelm and get unstuck in 3 ways, which is really 3 decisions, but let's just go ahead and dive in here. So, I want to be very clear in that this is not something that happens overnight. This is something that you have to decide that you want to be in this for the long haul. You can't transform your life overnight. You can't make massive shifts overnight. These things take time. And yet, we're also accustomed to these quick fixes or these big promises in a short amount of time. And really, that is causing us so much overwhelm and head drama that holds us back. So, we're going to dial it back a little bit today and we're going to do things differently. And we're going to talk about these 3 steps. And these 3 steps or 3 decisions are 3 things that I have fallen back on many times in my life. Years ago, when I started my health and wellness journey, and even here just a little bit more recently, and especially here in 2026, because I'm making some massive shifts and I'm excited about them. And these are the 3 steps and 3 decisions that I am making to make these things actually happen. So, if you're in this for the long haul, you want to transform your life and get out of the overwhelm and get unstuck, let's dive in. So, the first thing you need to do is to actually decide to get clear on what it is that you want. Yes, we often all have these hundreds of things that we want to accomplish. And what that causes us is overwhelm when we are focused on all the things. So we have to get super clear on what it is that we actually want. Maybe there's one thing that is really tugging on your heart or pulling at your heartstrings that's saying, hey, if you did this one thing, all things would change. If you have that feeling or that inner knowing, that's the thing you want to hang on to. And if you're not quite clear on that yet, let that be okay. Let's get into the exploration mode. And you can get a piece of paper out and write down some of the things that are actually tugging at you. And then look at the list and decide which one is screaming or holding you back the most. So that's our step 1. Decide what it is that you actually want. Our step 2 and our second decision here is to decide to stop doing all the things. You cannot possibly focus on a million different things at once and be good at all those things and get results in all areas. All that does is slow you down. So, what you want to do is take that number one thing that you decided in step 1 and apply it in your life and say, this is the thing I'm going to focus on, and stop searching for all the answers to all of the things. You're going to pick that one thing and you're going to decide on an action plan on how to actually move forward with this. So, with that, if perhaps weight loss or diet or exercise is on the top of your list here, especially at the beginning of the new year, so often women that I work with, I will find that they have dabbled in many different things, maybe even given it a good go on quite a few things, yet they weren't entirely bought into the process. And what I find with that is that those things simply aren't aligned. So you have to decide to stop doing everything, and even at sometimes decide to throw out the rule book and do it your own way, in a way that fits your life in the right now. So, first things first, we decide what we really want. Then we decide to stop doing all of the things. We're just going to focus on one thing here. And then that third thing is to decide and just go. Go for it, go all in. This actually should scare you a little bit because it should be a big desire on your heart, a big exciting thing that, ooh, if you just had, or if you, just accomplished, things would change. So let this be a little scary. Know that it's going to be okay. And a little tip here on the sidebar is sometimes you have to decide to go quietly. And going quietly is one of my biggest assets when I'm making a big change. I do not like transformation in front of everybody. I personally don't want people's opinions. I don't want them to know what I'm really doing, and not in a secret, like, kind of way. I just don't want the opinions. I don't want people to bring me down. And in that way, I often decide to do something very quietly. I decide on my own heart, make sure it's something that I want, and really decide that I'm going to go get after it no matter what. And this is something that I would challenge you to do, to go quietly. Get yourself started, get your roots under your ground, feel confident in knowing that, yes, this is the thing that I really want. No, I don't want to focus on anything. And then decide that, yeah, I'm going for it. And then, if you have some people in your life, invite them in. Just a couple, maybe one or two, very quietly, that you know that will support you. When I say this, this is the person that will send you videos of saying, hey, found this. I think you'll love it. You're going to do awesome at this. Super supportive, somebody that's not going to hold you back or poke holes in your bigger plan, because you need that bigger support, that bigger push to help you push through. Now, that person can be hard to find, and I caution you on that, because if you aren't 100% in alignment with your mind, body, and soul, that this is the thing that you want to go after, any little blip along the radar is a signal to your brain saying, hold up, this isn't safe. We're not used to this. Let's not do that. It's going to throw a little bit of a fit, and you have to be strong enough to push through those things. So, this is where you have to be confident in your own decisions that you really want to do this thing, and you want to ditch the overwhelm, and you want to get unstuck in this area, and you'd almost do anything for it, because this is a transformation you want for the long haul. You don't want to just be here for 5 minutes or a month, or get back on that diet yo-yo where you're all in, maybe you lose lots of weight, you get fit, and then it's not sustainable for your life for the long term, or maybe you don't even know how to live through life in this way. So let's work on that, okay? So take everything that we've just kind of chatted about here, decide to get clear, decide to stop doing all the things, and stop looking for answers. We're going to just focus on one thing here. And then decide and go, often quietly, where it's just you and that bigger thing that you want. That way, there's no opportunity for it to be actually squashed or put down by other people. And then the bonus thing here that brings us all together is to actually align your life with everything in mind that you decided in one. That means everything that you do should help support you in what it is that you want. Of course, there's going to be bumps and bruises along the way. That's okay. That's life. We're learning to live through it, but knowing that every decision that you make will either help you get to that bigger goal or potentially can hold you back. So that's where alignment is key here. So if this resonated with you at all, or it makes perfect sense, or you need a little help deciding on any and all of these things, or if you just want to take this conversation a little bit deeper, I invite you to book a free quick call with me and reach out and get a little support on this. Again, the call is totally free. We can just take it a little bit deeper and get you a little bit of clarity on what it is that you need to focus on. So I want to thank you so much, whether you are watching live here or tuned in for the replay. I want to say thank you again so much. And again, that link is down below. So I look forward to seeing you on my calendar if this is something that you're ready to make a big change on. So again, I'm Leanna. Thanks for watching and go live your life holistically strong and beautiful. I'll see you in the next one.